Well, drive on, Mama, and Papa's too. Andrea TV here, coming to you on a Thursday evening, 6:05. We just arrived down at the Avenue, turned on the apps at 5:59 because I had until 6 o'clock before they ended my dash, and we received our first order. This is going to be a batched order going to Jetty's and the Cheesecake Factory for a total of 5.9 miles and $15.25. I believe there's a $2 peak pay going on. Not 100% sure, and I never really paid attention and checked to confirm during a peak pay, do they give you the $2 on each order on a stacked order? So that's the main reason why I took this. Plus, I wanted to hurry up and get started because the peak pay only lasts for 2 hours. It's over at 8. So
and we have arrived at Jetty's.
The destination is on your right. 5632 Connecticut Avenue Northwest.
Sandwiches,
Arrived.
salads, soups, and ice cream.
okay, time is now 6:09 p.m. and I almost immediately want to drop the second order to Cheesecake Factory for two reasons. The $15 and change, this first order from Jetty's is paying out $9.50. So with Doordash, when they give you a stack, they lower the second order base pay by 50 cents to $1. It's varied in my area. So that means the second order is under $6. And if it is,
turn right onto Military Road Northwest.
if it is a peak pay going on, that means this person is a very low tipper or possibly a no tipper. But when they showed me the addresses or the houses, because they don't show you the address, it's on a map, the two houses were very close to each other. So it most likely is within a block or two or less than a minute's drive from each other. So I'm going to keep it. But for a second reason, you have to know your stores. This Jetty's, you just see how dead this street is, right? I was able to park and get it with no problem. The Cheesecake Factory is on Wisconsin Avenue and it's 6 o'clock. Traffic enforcement loves giving tickets on Wisconsin Avenue at 6 o'clock. So it's a risk being able to find a spot to get it. So I want to drop it, but for the video's purposes, I will keep it. But just know, the Cheesecake Factory is not a good drop-off if you work in the downtown Bethesda Doordash area. We're going.
So we have arrived at the Cheesecake Factory. There is no traffic enforcement here, thank God. Picked up the order, and we didn't get a ticket. Yay!
Time is currently 6:24. Pulled off from Cheesecake Factory about 2 minutes ago. And this is one of the reasons why I prefer Uber Eats over DoorDash when it comes to actual ease and information given. I opened up the map and I'm geographically challenged. So even though it showed a total of 5.9 miles, I saw the end result being Bethesda. Bethesda is more long streets with no light, side streets with just a stop sign, and it's not. I'm going to Northeast DC. So this 5.1 miles to the customer's home is going to take me 20 minutes instead of 5 miles to Bethesda, which would have taken under 15 guaranteed. So also, both customers, or I should say, I believe both orders are going to the same customer. They have the same first name, and it looks like Jetty's is more a kid-friendly sandwich type place. So it looks like they ordered the kid sandwich from Jetty's, and then the adults have their meals coming from Cheesecake Factory. So we'll see how long this takes. And I guess we're not going to get in as many peak pay offers, and that most likely means that the tip for the second one, she did tip low because she already tipped larger on the first order. But we'll get the results in 20 minutes. Time is now 6:46. Was back in the car 6:45, and yes, I should not have taken that order. I should make sure I read the maps correct because many towns have the same first name and a different last name. What I'm saying is like Friendship Hills, Friendship Heights, Friendship this. And that person only tipped $3.50. For 2 orders going 5 miles from your home, she tipped $3.50. There's a $3 peak pay going on. So the first order was $9.50. The second order was no tip at all. And yeah, I shouldn't have did this. I did it for the video purposes because I had never really paid attention or detailed whether you get the peak pay on both. But
Turn right onto Longfellow Street Northwest.
in order to maximize my earnings, what I should have done and what I would suggest for you to do is to take the small trips, less than 2 miles. At this time, it may benefit you during a $3 peak pay in our area, which is the Washington, D.C. metro area. It may benefit you to stay away from the long restaurants because they usually take longer to prepare the food, and people who eat there are usually longer distances. So downtown Bethesda to the upper northwest area, you have many college campuses and their halls and residences. Those, they're not teenagers, but those young people eat a lot of fast food, Chipotle and Chick-fil-A and things like that, and they're quick trips. So that's what I should have done. So I'm gonna get back after 7, and I believe that's where I'm gonna go sit to get some more. Let's go. Another tip is usually when you turn on your apps, the first order or first couple of orders are usually the orders that have gone through many other Dashers and Uber Eaters out there, and nobody has taken them. So I should have realized that and been a little bit more select.
Time is now 7:07 p.m. We are back on the avenue. Just accepted an order at Cafe of India for a total of 1.1 miles, and it's 5 items. It's $9.75 offered, and remember there's a $3 peak pay, and it's a chance of a hidden tip. Let's go. Okay, the Cafe of India is not ready, but DoorDash did send an add-on for $9, an additional 2 miles, picking up from Spring Garden Chinese food, and it is actually right across the street. And I did open it and make sure those 2 miles are going towards Bethesda Chevy Chase.
Time is now 7:21. Picked up both orders. That's how long it took for them to finish preparing both of them, and we're on our way. Okay, first one dropped off, 7:27, and we are 5 minutes from the next one. Okay, the first drop off, there was no hidden tip, so that was $9.75. But the add-on for $9, there was a hidden tip, so I was paid a total of $13 for that one. It is currently 7:39. This was an apartment, so it takes a while to get upstairs and sign in and everything. But hopefully we'll get one more double before the peak pay ends at 8. Time is now 7:57, and we just accepted our next offer. They were sending us offers that weren't $9.75, and until 8 o'clock there is peak pay of $3. So $6.75 is the hidden tip indicator, where it's not guaranteed, but $6.75 during regular times. That means it's $2.75 base pay and $4 tip, and they like to hide it when it's more than $4. So I didn't get one offer that was $9.75 at all, and I took this one because it's $7.58 and the peak pay is over at 8. So this was offered at $8.75. It's 9 items from a sushi place, and you would think that means that you're going to get a tip more than $4 if somebody's ordering 9 items worth of sushi, but not always the case. But let's see.
And we have arrived. So we have the order, this bag full of sushi, subtotal $73.30 with tax $80.73. Now let's see, on $70-something worth of food, if they really only tip $3.
Well, just when you think you know everything, you don't. This $8.75 turned out to be 12 and change, like you saw. They tipped $7.50 on the app, and then the man just gave me an additional $8. $8 additional dollars. Woohoo! So time is now 8:12, and I'm just all over the place. I don't even know what to do anymore. So now I guess I'm stuck with just taking all orders. That makes sense. All orders that are my $2 per mile minimum and convenient location and not too far. And the stores don't take too long because I'm thrown off. I am thrown off. But I must say this, the peak pay went down from $3 to $2. So that really was a $6.75 order. But still, for them to hide that much of a tip. Whew. Time is now 8:18. Just accepted our next order. It's a batched order going to District Taco and Wawa, picking up 4 items for a total of $11.08, 2.1 miles. And my high of getting my $8 cash tip in addition to the hidden tip on the app, before I could even get back to the avenue, got a stop sign flashing ticket. I stopped, but I stopped for a second, and then I moved forward, and I see the little click, click. So yeah, ate that right up. We're going. Time is now 8:35. It was handed to me, and the person was downstairs ready and waiting, and I am grateful for that. And that order had absolutely zero peak pay on it, even though it shows, or the other order that I took after 8 o'clock had a $2 peak pay. So see, I don't know, but I still was willing to take it. $11.08, 2 orders, same customer. He tipped $3 for 1 order and base pay of $2.75, so that was $5.75. And then on the second one, for some reason, he tipped $3.33, so something like that on the base pay. But no peak pay on those. Still grateful. Going back to the app. Time is now 8:43. Just accepted an Uber Eats for $7.98 for a total of 1.1 miles. We did get about 4 or 5 offers from Doordash, but didn't accept any of them. And the one's coming through now. That order was $3 for 1.1 miles. The answer is a no. But we did get some orders from Doordash, but either they were going past my 2 mile that I like to stay, or they were going to restaurants that are just so low. Z Burger in my area is a popular restaurant, and they have never, and I repeat, never had the order ready when I got there. Even if I was multi-apping / dirty apping / Tetrising, and I completed an Uber Eats order after I accepted a Z Burger, because I know they're late, I've never walked in and the bag was ready, stapled, and ready to go. So I denied that one. And I was literally right in front of the restaurant when they sent it. But we're going to go do this Chick-fil-A. Okay, time is now 8:51 p.m. As I was walking into Chipotle, or I should say coming out, received a Doordash $5.25 for a total of 1.6 miles. And we did accept it. I have not delivered the Uber Eats yet. I had swiped start delivery, so I know the address. The customer is 4 minutes or 1 mile from the Chipotle, but we're going to pick up the District Taco. That's where we're going. And then we're going to deliver the Uber Eats customer. Then we're going to hit confirm pickup and then go deliver the District Taco. We are multi-apping. Time is now 9:14 and had a little bit of a glitch. Dropping off at the Uber Eats drop-off. It was an apartment building, so I took the picture and then my app froze. So either I can stand there, wait for the app to
In 3/4 of a mile,
act
take a
right,
slight right turn onto
or turn off my phone or delete it and bring it back up. Or I could leave the food and do that as I'm walking back to the car in order to click confirm on the Doordash before the 11-minute mark. They gave me to 8:55 to pick up the food. So what I do, I did it as I was walking, just had to send the it's delivered once I pulled off from the customer's location on the Uber Eats, clicked confirm pickup on the Doordash. They are giving me to 9:14 to deliver to the customer, and we are on our way, and the person does have their food. Time is currently 9:16. We just dropped off. As we were dropping off, accepted a $6.75 going to Comet Ping Pong for a total of 0.7 miles and 2 items. We're going. Time is now 9:30 on the dot. We got that one dropped off. Now we're going to go head back towards the restaurants that close at 10 p.m. so we can get those last stragglers.
Okay, time is now 10:03. Things are slowing down, but we ended our dash in Bethesda and logged on in Upper Northwest DC because the peak pay for Upper Northwest on this Thursday night is $4. So we just accepted an $8.75 to Angelico's Pizza. And now that I'm saying it out loud, that's a $4.75 order and somebody who tipped $2, but 1.5 miles, we're taking it.
Well, that was unexpected. I thought it was $4 peak pay and the person tipped $2, then the $2.75 base pay, bringing it up to the $8.75. I was incorrect. It showed that order was a no tipper, $2.75 base pay, and it was a $6 peak. I don't know how, but I still will take it, and I'll take another one. Let's go back to the app. Time is now 10:19 p.m. We just accepted a $13.25 for 5.3 miles, I believe. Going to Wingo's, and we are sitting in front of Wingo's. That is further down on the avenue, and it's going to Bethesda. So that 5 miles is going to be mostly driving, and I'll film some of it. When you get to a certain part of Bethesda at night, the lights just flash yellow, and you are pretty much just driving. The pickup time is not until 10:26, so they most likely just got the order a few minutes ago. So I'll sit in the car another few minutes, and then I'll go get it, and we'll be on.
Here we are at Wingo. Let's go in.
Okay, it was ready a couple of minutes before the 10:26. It's currently 10:25 a.m. and we are literally, I guess, one full block away. Let's see how long it takes us to get there. At night, it's a totally different story. Plus, again, we're going to Bethesda and not further into DC, so it shouldn't take long at all. 10:25. Okay, it is about 10:32 right now, and just wanted to show you the lack of traffic at this time of night. It says we should be there at 10:38.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Little Falls Parkway.
As opposed to the original time, which was 10:40, because there is like no one on the roads on this rainy night. Currently 33 degrees. Glad it's staying rain and not turning to snow. And this is not directly on the avenue or close by. So we are going to have to drive a few minutes to get back to the avenue, like where Mcdonald's is, Surfside, so we can get some more orders. But we are going to do it. Time is currently 10:36. We are still on our way to the Doordash drop-off for Wingo's, but we did have our Uber Eats on as well. And Wingo's was in a surge area where I have a 550 surge. Just picked up an Uber Eats going to a place called Savage Burrito, 4.3 miles, $13.21. We're going to go and drop off this Doordash and then go pick up. Ooh, we need some light. Time is currently 10:47, and what's strange, that was a handed to me order, literally around the corner from here, you know, a couple of blocks, and a older lady opened the door, and she looked hesitant, but the customer's name was a gentleman. So I tried calling the number, and it went straight to voicemail. I was going to take the food away because when I said the person's name, she was like, who? So then I'm walking down the stairs, and she came out, she said, oh no, I called my daughter. That's for me. And I showed her phone, I was like, this is 69, whatever, right? She was like, yeah, that's it. So we'll see what happens, but it's very strange how somebody would hand it to me and not be there, not tell the person you're ordering food. But I took a picture of the address just in case something comes back. So the Savage Burrito is inside of Uncle Julio's. And as soon as this very long light in the middle of the night turns, we'll be on our way.
Okay, I can see my order, but they are not turning around looking at me, and they're not picking up the food. And the doors are closed. How long?
Time is now 11:09 p.m. and I thought that might have been the case, but the customer I just picked up the Savage Burrito and took it to them. The pay for me was $13.21 because I had the $5.50 surge on from being down by Wingo's because it's a busy night. Doordash also, the previous order had given me a $6 peak pay. So I knew there was a chance that it was a low tip order, but I didn't think it was no tip. The whole $13.21 at 11:09 p.m. it is in my account. And if you drive for Uber Eats, the tips come in up to an hour. They give them the change or remove it, add or whatever, up to 1 hour. So you never see the tip portion, only what Uber Eats pays you. They just paid me the $13.21. I had to turn and drive up into their property in order to drop off their food, parked next to the new 2022 BMW SUV, and took it to their door and took the picture. But they tipped $0. Just goes to show you, money don't give you clap. Time is currently 11:18 p.m. Before we can get back on the avenue, received a Uber Eats $9.19 for a total of 2.4 miles, but that includes the mileage for us getting there. Right now, I'd say I'm about 0.7 or 8 miles from the McDonald's, so it's going to be very close. And we should be able to get a Doordash McDonald's at the same time. That's Tetris.
Well, we didn't get a DoorDash on the way, but we did pick up an additional on Uber Eats, $5.91 for an additional 0.8 miles. So we have a stack, and I'm going to pause the DoorDash.
Time is currently 11:36. Just saw a car accident in the McDonald's parking lot. A Mercedes backed into a Toyota Sienna. I heard the crunch and then I turned to look, and the guy looked at the damage, whatever it was, and pulled off. And because he pulled off fast and it wasn't, very close to me, I couldn't see his license plate. It's night and I'm a little blind. But the funny part is there was a police officer getting McDonald's who essentially had to leave and came out, but she didn't see the actual accident. And the man still pulled off. And she didn't go after him either. She wasn't the regular cops. There are a bunch of different officers around here. You have the international consulate very close by, and they're on watch 24/7. You have the regular police officers for DC. Then you have the protective service for the federal government. I mean, it's a bunch of officers. And he pulled off. Oh, I feel so bad for the Sienna.
Here is the McDonald's parking lot. I don't park in here because of, look how tight it is. You can park on both sides, the left and the right. And this is the space you have. So if you're not paying attention, you can definitely hit someone, which is what happened. And it didn't do much damage, but I see a little dent, but he sure enough pulled off. Maybe they won't even notice it. But I did not turn off DoorDash, and they sent me another one, $12.75, going 1.1 miles in the direction my Uber Eats is, so I'm going back. Time is currently 11:57 p.m. Just accepted an order, batched order on Uber Eats, $16.54 for a total of 3.4 miles, and we're getting a DoorDash.
So the DoorDash was for $15.25, but it was going 5.1 miles. And yeah, I don't do the high mileage. And for the city, that is high mileage. So we are going to get our Uber Eats from actually 2 stops, 2 drop-offs. We're going to Pizza Boli. Okay, I was incorrect. It showed 4 stops because I had not taken the picture and showed delivered to that customer I was just at, the second McDonald's. It's actually 1 pickup, Pizza Boli's, 2 different customers, and then 2 drop-offs. And we are still on our way. Time currently 12:02 in the a.m. or middle of the night. Okay, time is currently 12:22 a.m. Dropped off to the first customer. It was handed to me, and he came out to meet me. Thank goodness. It was rainy. It is rainy. So that's always nice when they do that. And I don't know if I mentioned the Doordash McDonald's for $12.75, 1.1 miles. I did unassign that order only because I could tell that I was going to take too long. I didn't want to risk getting a contract violation, even though that last drop-off was literally like 0.4 miles away from McDonald's. It was in an apartment, and I don't know if you've noticed it, almost every apartment, the customer is at the furthest end of the hall after you get off the hallway, and that's what the situation was. So when I saw that, I unassigned it because I didn't want to risk the contract violation, even though that $12.75 for 1.1 miles hurt a little. But we're going to be out a little longer. We'll see what we get after this next drop. Okay, time is currently 12:40 a.m. I had just turned from the McDonald's and I was going to go home because I don't know what happened with DoorDash, but those peak pays, the people took that money and ran. I literally sat here for the last 5 minutes declining orders way away from me. Like the Bethesda zone or Upper Northwest zone can go the span of all of DC, and I was getting offers for 5 miles, 7 miles, 13 miles, 15 miles, back to back to back to back. I am not even driving those miles during the daytime. So I was like, well, DoorDash is going crazy. They paid everybody too much and everybody went home early that works these hours normally. And I pulled off and I got an Uber Eats for McDonald's, $8.61, going 1.4 miles. If I get a batch for here, that will be the last 2 for the night. Or if DoorDash decides to send me a McDonald's to the McDonald's I'm sitting in front of, that will be the last 2. But yeah, they're coming through now. Aladdin's Kitchen, which is like 2.5 miles from here, and everybody who orders from there is not coming back to this area, so I won't be taking that. And let's see what we get. I just screenshotted that Aladdin's. That's 7.4 miles for $5.25. Most likely all base pay. Yeah, it is busy tonight, but now the people don't want to pay, and the peak pay is away. And it is raining hard. Yeah, this will be our last one. Andrea TV here from DriveHomeMama.com, coming to give my totals for Thursday, February 24th. For Uber Eats, we had a total of $78.62, and I did do 1 Uber Eat in the morning after dropping off my daughter, and 1 DoorDash. So for DoorDash, we also did 1 in the morning, about 8 o'clock, and then we came back out and we were active / online from 6 o'clock, actually 5:59, until 1:20 when we dropped off the last delivery. And for DoorDash, we totaled $111, I believe. So those screenshots totaled $111.33 on DoorDash, $78.62 on Uber Eats, and the $8 tip for a total of $197.65. Like and subscribe for more, and DriveHomeMama.com. And Papa's too.